Welcome to Painted Kids Studio, where we make amazing art videos. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can be notified every time we post a new art video. Hello friends, Miss Kate here with our daily drawing. Today we are going to be drawing a very simple bluebird. So to start my bluebird, I start with just a circle. This is going to be for the bluebird's head. So once we have our circle for the head, we need to go ahead and put its eye on. So our bluebird's gonna be looking sideways, so we're only gonna see one of the bluebird's eyes, just like that. And then we're gonna do a triangle like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and color that triangle in black. If you guys wanna leave it like not colored in, you can color it in later with a different color like yellow or orange. Now, if you want your bluebird to be singing, you're going to want to put on 2 triangles, like this. So then your bluebird could be tweeting or singing a song. After you have your beak on, we are ready for the bluebird's body. So to do the bluebird's body, I first draw a swoop, kind of like a letter U. This is for the belly, so it's a really big curve like this. And then after you have this big curve for the belly, we need to put the back on. So the way I put the back on is I start kind of like on the back of the head. So the letter U that I did for the swoop for the belly, I kind of start at the bottom of the head, but for the back, I'm gonna start kind of at the side, like the back of the head this way. So underneath the head for the belly line, and then the back of the head, and we're just gonna connect back to this other side of the letter U. So a big swoop for the belly and just a slightly like curved line for the back. After we have the body on, we are ready for the wings. So I like to do my wings like this. So I usually go like this, like a letter U, kind of like tipped over sideways. I guess it looks a little more like a C. And then I like to do some like ruffly feathers like this on the other end. So the curved side is by the head and the ruffly side is by the tail. And speaking of the tail, birds have like feathery tails. So I don't want to just leave it like a point like this. I want to put some feathers back here. So I'm going to put some loops for my feathers, just like that. After you have your feather on, we are ready for the legs. So bluebirds have like teeny tiny little legs. They're just really skinny like this. So I'm gonna draw 2 lines, make it look like it's walking maybe. And then for the feet, I usually just draw 1, 2, 3 little lines. 1, 2, 3 little lines. So the legs are long lines and the little toes, the little feet, they're just short lines. After you have your bird's feet on, you can draw a background if you want to. You can put the bird in a tree or in a nest or surrounded by flowers, but I'm just gonna keep it simple on a white background just like this. Now, bluebirds have to be blue. So a lot of my animals, I have you guys like paint whatever colors you want or color whatever colors you want. But today, since we're doing a bluebird, I am gonna make it blue. Now I'm working with colored pencil today, but you guys could be working with marker or crayon or paint or whatever you have at home. All right, so I'm gonna take my blue and I'm gonna color in my whole bluebird. And I'm working really fast. Coloring this in because I know the bluebird is going to be all blue. So I can color this in pretty fast, but I am going to show you guys a couple ways that you can shade it to look a little more 3-dimensional. So I am working again with colored pencil and I want the bluebird to be kind of a light blue, so I'm not pushing very hard with my colored pencil. I'm actually just like barely touching the paper to get this kind of like lighter blue shade. Almost done. Oh, and you can't forget these feathers. These feathers up here, you gotta get these too. Actually, it might be kind of fun to do the feathers a different color or at least a different shade of blue. That might have been kind of fun. All right, so once you have your whole body, your whole bird's body colored in blue, I'm gonna show you how I like to shade. So usually when I have an animal, like a pig is kind of like this because they're all pink. When I have an animal that's like all one color, sometimes I like to shade a little bit. So where these two surfaces come together, where the head meets the body, sometimes I'll take my colored pencil, or if you guys are working with marker or crayon, I'll take a slightly darker color, like a slightly darker shade of the same color you're working with. With colored pencil, it's easy though. I just push a little harder than I was before and it turns into a darker blue. So I'm just gonna shade a little bit just where the head meets the body. The same thing with the wing. So you could either shade around the wing, or sometimes what I like to do is I like to make the wing actually just a little bit darker than the body so it stands out a little bit. I'm just gonna kind of like, see then that wing kind of stands out. And then if you want to do the same thing with the tail, you can do that too. You can make some of the feathers a little darker, or you can make all the feathers a little darker, let them stand out a little bit. So I might do kind of like a pattern, like I'll have like a dark blue feather and then a light blue feather and then a dark blue feather. And that's it, guys. Bluebirds are super fun and super simple to draw. I hope you had so much fun coloring with me today. I hope you will join me again tomorrow. We're still posting these art videos every day at 1 p.m. See you then.